So I'm glad you tagged me in that video because I just watched it and we better talk about it. Now, I don't know who this person is, okay? And I'm going to come from this from two different perspectives. Some stuff people are not going to like what I say, and I get it, but hear me out. Now, when I went into her comment section, I saw a lot of people talking about the cost of her sweater, that she's not relatable, she's not this, that, and other. It was, to me, the energy that I was getting, I was not liking. Because when we think about it, when these content creators and things like that first started out, they were being relatable, but as their brand grew, so did their lifestyle. And there are so many people who watch their videos and different things like that who like to see them do the luxury things because there's something to aspire to. Now, the people that are in her comments telling her that, okay, hey, your shirt costs 130 or your this costs that or your that costs this, it's like, don't do that because everybody is not in the same boat as you are, right? And I can understand you being frustrated. It's like if you're not looking to follow somebody who's doing that type of content, then just stop following them. But don't bring the negativity in the girl comment section and keep bringing her down. Like I even saw somebody bring up I love me some Jackie. And I saw somebody bring up Jackie, and Jackie is somebody who I look at her content and I love that. I like how she does her house, how she does her things and all that type of stuff. And not going to go in her comments and saying, I don't want to see you posting this. I don't have a house like that. I don't have pajamas like that. I don't have that. You see what I'm saying? So one or two things are going to have to happen. People who follow that person that used to be inspired by her and they're not anymore, unfollow her. And look for these smaller content creators that are building their platforms that you relate to, right? Like, what sense is it to go into people's comment section and say all that type of stuff? However, on the flip side, when it comes to the creators, they're going to have to decide if they want to stay in that lane that they have built or if they want to pivot and go somewhere else, right? Because here's T. Just like with any business, there are so many people in the world, right? Like, I know even for me at my salon, there are some people who can afford my services and there are people who see my services and they say, okay, I charge too much. So when I advertise and different things like that, I'm not going to focus on the people who say that I charge too much because regardless of what it is that I charge, they will never come to me because some people just don't value the services that I provide and they just will never come to me. Same thing in this content space. But some of these content creators are going to have to decide, okay, where do I want my content to go? How do I want it to be? Because the marketplace is changing a little bit, right? But there are the people who still look at that content and want to aspire to that, who have that life, who have aspirations to have that kind of lifestyle and lead this kind of life and do those kind of things. And these people that don't. But that's why I do a social media audit and clean up my page every now and again. I will go through my For You page. And if it's somebody who I followed I followed them because they did a video or they did whatever, and now we don't align, I'm just going to delete them because I don't want to see that. That's the beautiful thing about social media that I think people are forgetting. Like, you control who you see and who you don't see. Some come across your video, click not interested. Unfollow them, all the things. But let people continue to create the content that they're going to create. However, if she going to get online like how she did and kind of whining about it, she going to have to decide what it is that she wants to do.